Hi, I'm Pomerleau. Welcome to my video. Today, I'm going to be changing spark plugs. Now, whether it's in a car, a motorcycle, or a lawnmower, it's going to be the same procedure. Today, I'm going to be changing it on my Victory cross-country tour. So let me show you the tools we're going to use. First of all, we're going to need new spark plugs. Check your owner's manual. It will tell you the type, the gap, and the torque that you're going to need for your particular vehicle. I'm going to use a spark plug socket. These are a little different than regular sockets. They've got a little rubber grommet on the inside, and when you put the spark plug into it, it will hold it and it won't fall out. I've got my ratchet. I've got some thickness gauges. I'm going to use some dielectric grease with a brush. I've got some high temp anti-seize. I've got a torque wrench. I always use torque wrenches. I've got a long offset needle nose pliers. I've got air compressor that I'm going to use with safety goggles and a rag. How I do it is I do a complete change of each cylinder separately. I take the spark plug out, put the new spark plug in, finish it all up before moving on to the next cylinder. Now, it's not so bad on a 2-cylinder bike, but once you start getting into 6 or 8-cylinder cars, now the wiring, you're going to have a lot of wiring, and you could get it mixed up and plug the wrong cable into the wrong plug and throw off your timing. So for me, I do a complete change on one cylinder before moving over to the next. Now, we have to remove the spark plug wire. Never grab it by the wire and pull. Always try to grab it from the boot. Now, some vehicles are going to be a little more difficult. It's a little hard to get your fingers in here and pull it out. Plus, on this particular bike, when you grab the top of the boot and try to pull it off, what you're doing is stretching the boot and you're actually compressing it around the spark plug, making it harder to pull off. So this is where I use my offset needle nose pliers. I go down low and I pull it up, pivoting on the angle here. Now, I don't like metal on metal, so I'm going to use my little rag and I'm going to put it inside. I'm going to grab the boot down low and simply pull it off. Now, before we go any farther, we want to take some compressed air and blow it into the cylinder. We want to try to remove any dirt, any little stones, any leaves, anything in there. You take that plug out now with all that foreign objects in there, it could go inside the cylinder. So put on your safety goggles and get rid of this. Get rid of this junk that's in there. Now, using my spark plug socket, I'm going to remove the plug. Make sure you're turning it towards the left to loosen it. See what I mean about the socket grabbing the spark plug? It's just a lot easier to take it out. Spark plugs, when they come out of the package, are pretty well bang on as far as the gap is concerned, but I always verify it. Now, the owner's manual for my bike says between 0.8 and 0.9 millimeters. So I've chosen the proper one, and what you do is you place the spacer in between the electrode and the ground, and it should just touch. It shouldn't be sloppy, it shouldn't be tight, it should be just fitting in there nice. When that happens, you know you've got the proper gap. Before I put any new spark plug back in the vehicle, I always put an anti-seize compound onto the plug. It just makes it a lot easier to take out the next time. You want to put it on the threads, but not on the last 2 or 3 threads at the end, because that part will stick into the engine. So I'm just going to apply some high temp anti-seize compound around the edge, just like that. I'm also going to take some dielectric grease on my brush and I'm going to put it on the tip. This will help prevent any corrosion and just make the contact better. Now that we got the spark plug prepped, we're going to put it in hand tight only. This way you ensure you're not cross-threading anything. So we're just going to put it in until it bottoms out. Should not be difficult. If it is, you're cross-threading it. Now I'm going to use my torque wrench set up for the proper torque. You'll find that in your owner's manual. For this particular model, it tells me anywhere between 10.8 and 14, so I've chosen 12 foot-pounds. Again, make sure you're turning the right direction. It should now turn towards the right. Put it back in and tighten it up until the torque wrench reads the proper torque setting. There. I'm also going to put some dielectric grease into the boot. This will help prevent it from moisture and it'll make it slide in and out easier. Place your boot over the plug. Put 2 fingers on the end of the boot and push down till you hear it snap. Changing spark plugs is probably the easiest thing to do, especially on an open engine such as any motorcycle. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that big red subscribe button down at the bottom. Be safe, have fun, and we'll see you next time.